Ben will interview the top 3 in the Big River Steel, who will be on the Big River Steel podium in Lucas Oil Victory Lane. And it counts in the all-time win list. No championship points, however, till tomorrow night, but valuable points for those 6 heat races coming up tomorrow night. So again, it's combined from this afternoon and tonight's features. And again, we'll have 6 Rush late model heats and a dash tonight, and a full program for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Twin features tonight, paying $5,000 to win each. Plenty of time to get to the track here. For those fans that have come out this afternoon, thank you very much.
We got them all?
One of the legendary tracks in dirt late model racing. Could not wait to get here a year ago. First time the Lucas Oil Series was here. We had 54 cars. This weekend we have 51, despite weather all over the east, basically. And
solid 51 supers and 56 of the Rush late models also. The drone flies overhead of the cars making their way down the front straightaway.
Well, Jonathan Davenport has that bucket list. He's been checking them off, hasn't he, the last few years, but he has never won the Firecracker here at Lernerville. $50,000 win tomorrow night. It'll be an Arizona Sports Shirts Crown Jewel Cup and a Brandon Ford TV Challenge race as well.
Yeah, Saturday night's race will be taped for re-air on MAV TV in about a week and a half or so.
We had the Show Me 100 on a week or so ago.
I missed it. I hope my DVR recorded it.
There you go.
Did you watch it?
Well, my VCR was broke, so I did not have a chance to do that. So.
Oh, man.
But Davenport and Ziggy. What about Ziggy? Ziggy has 2 career wins, Dustin, in the Lucas Oil Series. Both of them at East Bay. Yeah. Can he get one here in his home state? He's got a fast hot rod on the outside of the front row, and Brandon Overton. And row number 2 on the outside, Michael Norris should be a dandy at the Racing for Heroes start zone, Dustin.
25 laps is the distance, and again, the way they finish, the points will go in towards their Saturday heat races, and the first matinee is underway here on a Friday afternoon at Lernerville. Jonathan Davenport rockets out front with the early race lead. Look at the run Ziggy gets down the back straightaway. Brandon Overton there on the inside. Mike Norris trying to ride on the outside. 3 wide for third. Here comes Ricky Thornton Jr.
Oh, man, what a 5-car breakaway. Into turn number 1, it's Davenport Ziegler. Here comes RTJ on the bottom. Then it's Overton and Michael Norris down the back straightaway. That was a pretty impressive first lap, and they are at it as Davenport trying to pull away, and it's a Hornet's nest behind him out of turn 4.
Who said you can't race in the daytime? This track has got a little bit of juice in her as they think about going 3 wide for the second spot. Instead, they momentarily stack up 2 wide. Ricky Thornton Jr. still trying to get a run down to the inside of Mason Ziegler. And James, while this happens, out front, your race leader, Superman Jonathan Davenport, pulling away. Davenport with a 1.4 second advantage over this battle for the second spot. RT's able to get alongside him in the corners. James just can't quite pull the trigger coming off the corners. Now Ziegler going to go down to the inside.
Good battle there. Thorne again on the bottom of Ziegler. 4 down, 21 to go. Thorne now will go to the top out of turn number 2. He'll try to diamond it up. He'll stay to the top. Overton running to get forth on the battle side by side behind them between Max Blair and Michael Norris. With Jonathan Davenport looking good, and Dustin at about another half lap, he's going to pick up the tail end of the field.
Yeah, and I tell you what, it's going to be tough to get around those guys with this track being as hammered down as it is as well. As that battle for second continues to rage on, this is now 2.5 seconds behind your race leader, this time by 6 laps in, and JD's caught the tail end of the field. Meanwhile, business starting to pick up for position number 5.
Norris has it right now that it's Blair. Brody gets 7th. Tyler 8th. Boom Briggs 9th. Earl Pearson Jr. 10th. Ken Schultenbrand, a good showing at 11th. Right now, Logan Zarin is 12th. Davenport has led from the drop of the green. 7 laps in the books as he hits into turn number 1.
Here comes Brandon Overton down to the inside of Mason Ziegler in a battle for the 3rd spot. He'll clear him there and take that spot away. So Jonathan Davenport stays out front by 2.3 seconds, and the Gorsuch Performance caution is on the track. Trouble for Colton Flinner.
Tire down on the 48, Ben.
Yeah, coming down the back straightaway, he shredded the left rear tire on that number 48 car. They're going to have some debris to pick up back here. But right now, Jonathan Davenport, guys, probably glad to see that Gorsuch Performance Solutions caution because he was about to get in heavy traffic.
Yeah, he sure was. As a matter of fact, Ricky Thornton Jr. closed in a little bit the last couple laps. Just take a look at the damage on the left rear quarter panel of Colton Flinner's number 48, a crew down there ready to get, as our good friend Shane Andrews would say, a new left rear shoe on that ride.
We see his dad down there, Mark. Good to see him back at the racetrack, struggling with colon cancer and
Thought it was
Man,
Jason Palyabicki for a second.
Yes, but good to see Mark down there.
Yes.
Mark down there overseeing things, and Colton has not been racing much at all, and I understand the concern, and I talked to his dad yesterday, and I mean, his dad has given so much. Remember when Colton ran the Lucas Oil Series for Rookie of the Year? He was bashed off. I mean, he had no business doing it. He shouldn't be. And the guy is really turned into a really good race car driver, and I'm proud of him.
Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. Of course, we mentioned how well he did here. Let's not forget about the success that he had at Port Royal Speedway.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, if it was easy, everybody would do it, right? But
There
to
is
go
no
on the
doubt.
road to run against Davenport, McCready, Bloomquist, all of those guys in that year, and he was the only one that did it. He went every race, one car hauler, didn't have a backup car, and he got to be friends with a lot of the drivers on tour, and he's a one-class act, is Colton Flinner.
They're going to get that left rear tire change. He's going to make his way out of the Heartbeat Hot Sauce hot pit area and back out of the racetrack bin.
Yeah, a couple other notes. Joshua Powell pulled off a couple of laps ago. A lot of smoke coming out of the back of the Sarver, Pennsylvania driver in car 11. And Mike Smith, the Arkport, New York driver, he's also pulled off and headed back pit side. We'll keep an eye if those guys are able to come out for tonight's show.
All right.
The only car that did not start was Zachary Kane. So we had 25 start. We have 23 left. Nicholas Eck back at the 23rd spot. So it'll be Davenport, Thornton, Overton, Ziegler, Norris, and RTJ is going to pick the bottom as we head to the Racing for Heroes restart zone here at Lernerville. 7 in the books, 18 to go in this first of 125s here this afternoon, Dustin, for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
They go green in the Racing for Heroes restart zone. Jonathan Davenport's been your leader since the drop of the green flag. He stays out front, side by side for second. Ricky Thornton Jr. takes it away and peeks a nose down to the inside of JD. Can't get it done, and instead he may open the door back up for Brandon Overton.
Here comes over to Tyler Erbacar on the move as well. Look out of the bottom. Tyler Burning had to back out of it. They're running 3 wide back here through the middle. They're running 2 wide for second. Here comes Thornton, and here comes Brandon Overton down the back straight away. JD says, I'll see you later as they work lap 9. 4th is Norris. 5th is Ziggy. Herb, Bruning, Blair, Briggs, Pearson, your top 10.
Look
Dustin.
at Norris, Michael Norris, the Crusher kid, working down to the inside of Brandon Overton in the battle for that 3rd spot. Overton, you just saw in the middle of the racetrack. RTJ up on the high side of the speedway. 3 different groups being used by positions 2, 3, and 4. And this happens 1.2 seconds behind your race leader, Jonathan Davenport. We double it up for you at home.
Getting rain most of the night, missed this morning. Again, John Thompson and his crew, a great job here at Lernerville, and it's all Jonathan Davenport into turn 3. As they come out at turn 4, it's Thornton second, Overton, Norris, and Ziegler. As they head into turn number 1, it'll be another lap or 2. They'll pick up the tail end of the field. Still, we have 23 cars running, and they're all on the lead lap.
They are all on the lead lap for now. As you mentioned, Jonathan Davenport quickly closing in, though, in the back of the field. It only took him 6 laps to reach the back of the field before that lap 7 caution. And now JD, once again, just like last time, James has stretched out to a 2.3 second advantage as he tiptoes around the top side of this racetrack. He hits his marks every time. By doing so, he's able to stretch out his advantage over Ricky Thornton Jr., although, as you mentioned, he's closing in on the back of the field.
They headed to turn 3. Davenport tiptoes to the top. Thornton and Overton are still several car lengths back as he works around Eck and Schneider into one. He'll try to split to the bottom. Jonathan Davenport, a great move at turn number 2. There's Thornton and Overton. Down the back straight away, Jonathan Davenport now. A little bit of a slip up at turn 2, but he's got a healthy lead over these two, the 20 RT. And Ziegler and Tyler are back here doing battle. That is for 5th and 6th.
Yeah, they just make contact back there, battling for that spot at those 2 drivers. And look at the 111 of Max Blair trying to stick his nose underneath them. Meanwhile, back at the front of the field, 3 lap cars now between your race leader, Jonathan Davenport, on the left side of your screen, and second place, Ricky Thornton Jr. RTJ, though, trying to close in, James. That last time by, he was able to knock about 5/10 off of JD's advantage.
I was watching Max Blair and Tyler Erb and Mason Ziegler going at it. Reminds him of that preliminary at El Doorway. And Ricky Thornton Jr. over the bank, and there goes Schneider. So your current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points leader, Dustin, did you see what happened?
Yeah, RT got in the corner just a little hot. He tagged the tail end of Corey Sines' 25S, and when he tagged the 25S, that car went around, and the 20 RT drifted out over the bank, and that is a tough break for the current series points leader. We'll take a look at your Flow Racing instant replay and see what happened. You're going to see RT. he thinks about splitting them here. And
Got
as he
in there.
does that, nope, again, he just tags the tail end of Signs' 25Z. He drifts out over the top of the corner, and he had to lock the brakes up. Otherwise, that car was going to end up in the barrels.
And he did stop, so he will have to go to the tail. So there's Ricky Thornton Jr., the current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points leader. And he's stopped over here. He's not down in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit.
And, man, that's going to put him in a hole, possibly, James, for Saturday's traditional heat races. Of course, we'll see how the Friday program plays out, but we're 16 laps into this first feature. RTJ's only got 9 laps, Ben, to try to work his way back up through the field.
Yeah, and it might be a bigger problem than that. They pulled the hood off that 20 RT. I think he might have broke something on the front end as you see the wrecker making its way over there to 3 and 4.
Oh, wow.
Mason Ziegler here at the turn 4 stops. And he's got damage to his left side. So right now, 16 laps in the books officially. It's Jonathan Davenport has led from the start. Brandon Overton will now be second. It'll be Michael Norris, Mason Ziegler, Max Blair, your top 5. Tyler Erb has been a car on the move. He had climbed to 4th at one point from 11th. He runs 7th, and it's Tyler Bruning, Boom Briggs, Earl Pearson Jr. And how about a shout out to Trevor Collins, the Seaford, Delaware driver. We only knew Austin Hubbard was the only driver from Seaford, Delaware.
Yes.
But Austin Collins, who ran with us at East Bay last year and has run with us, I believe, at Port Royal as well, he's in the top 10 right now in car 11 AC out of Delaware.
Biggest mover and shaker thus far, Greg Satterley, up to the 13th starting position, James, after he started back in 19th. So there's the truth. And he has moved up 6 or 7 spots thus far. Again, 16 laps scored, 9 laps remaining in your first Twin 25.
So right now, again, so Thornton is on the hook. So we still have, well, Thornton will be out.
So we'll take a look one more time here and see what happened again with the contact between the 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. And I think, James, that he came in, he thought about splitting them maybe, but then again, he tags the 25S as Signs. And I'm like, Ben, I think something broke in the front of that race car as, again, RT has to get towed off the racetrack. And that was the field now getting lined back up in that Delaware double file restart.
Well, that's going to change a lot for this weekend.
Yes,
because,
it is.
You know, now he's got another shot tonight, but it's the combined today and tonight for tomorrow night's heat races. So Davenport on the point. So Brandon Overton picks the bottom on Michael Norris. Let's see, can anybody stay with JD? They haven't so far in the first 16 laps. 9 to go in this opener 25 lapper at Lernerville at the Racing Fears restart zone. And here comes 76 on the bottom. You know Norris is going to get it wound up. Here he comes.
Norris with the crossover off turn number 2. The Joe Corrado number 10 gonna sneak by Brandon
Is that
Overton.
Max Blair?
Yes, it is. The 1-1-1
is on the move. Max Blair now up to 3rd. Now he wants more than that on the bottom. So the 2 Pennsylvania hot shoes going at it. And on the outside, here comes Overton. Davenport says, see you later. But, I mean, it is hotly contested behind them as they're trying to get as many points as they can. Blair for Ziggy, Erb, Bruning, Briggs, Tyler. How about Ken Schultenbrand, the veteran?
Let's go.
He's up to 10th at 29.
Schultenbrand up to 29. That's the battle for second. Brandon Overton, a 2-time winner of this event. Max Blair, best finish came in 2020 when he was second. This happens well behind your race leader, Jonathan Davenport, a 1.7 second advantage for the driver out of Blairsville, Georgia, James. This time by 5 flanges in the air, 5 to go for JD.
Davenport looking for his 4th series win of the year. Again, it's not for championship points, but it's for valuable points to line up the 8 races to the Firecracker 100 tomorrow night. Michael Norris runs in second, the Joe Corrado 10. Overton, Blair, Ziegler, and they go into turn number 1 battle back here.
Yeah, the 11 of Trevor Collins slipped up a little bit there, coming off corner number 4. Meanwhile, on back through the field, good race there between not Mason Ziegler. Mason Ziegler's in front of him. Tyler Bruning in the 16 and the one of Tyler Erb. Yeah, battle for 6th.
Meanwhile, Davenport, huge lead right out, 2.6 seconds. It may be more than that this time around with 3 to go. It is 3.2 for JD, the 39-year-old out of Blairsville, Georgia, down the back straightaway.
Yeah.
He will pick up the tail end of the field, but he'll have the 2 to go signal this time around.
You will read my mind, James. JD picks up the tail end of the field. He's only going to have a lap or so to go when he does, as that battle for 5th and 6th rages on between Blair, Ziegler, and Tyler Erb. 2 laps to go. Jonathan Davenport with a 3.8 second advantage. He comes around, turns 3 and 4. White flag is out. Final time around for JD.
Tyler Erb on the bottom. This battle for second on back right here is a dandy. Norris, Overton, Blair, Erb, Pruning, and Ziggy. But it's all Jonathan Davenport. Final lap into turn 3, DJ.
Checkered flag is out. The winner of your first prelim feature is going to be Superman Jonathan Davenport, as he'll put the 49 in victory lane, and he shuts it down early as well. Second will go to the 10 of Mike Norris. Third to the 76 of Brandon Overton. Max Blair crosses in 4th, and Tyler Erb gets the 5th spot at the checkered flag. Or excuse me, Ziegler gets the 5th spot at the checkered flag over Tyler Erb. Erb 6th, Bruning 7th, Boone Briggs 8th, Earl Pearson Jr. 9th, and Ken Schaltenbrand unofficially rounds out the top 10 in your first preliminary feature.
Then Greg Satterley, Logan Zarin, Bump Hedman, Colton Flinner 14th, John Garvin Jr. 15th, Trevor Collins, Gary Lyle, Chris Snyder, all 25 laps scored. They finished the top 18. Nicholas Eck 24th. And did not finish Ricky Thornton Jr., Darrell Bossard, Corey Sines, Brayton Santee, Joshua Powell, and Mike Smith, and Zachary Kane was a did not start. So they will go to Lucas Oil Victory Lane. They got to go to the scales first and then through the droop check. And Ben Shelton will interview the top 3. The winning deficit fans, 3.9 seconds for Jonathan Davenport, 3-time Lucas Oil champion in car 49, Dustin.
We got another one. We got another one of these coming up.
We do. Don't go anywhere, folks.
That's right. And then after the second 25-lapper, they will ask for everyone's help and cooperation in clearing the general admission area. As they do a sweep of the grandstands, they'll turn that around as quickly as possible and start letting folks back in. There's JD making his way off the scales.
Ernie Leftwich from Lucas Oil MLRA, thumbs up. So the 49 car setting himself up. Again, points for tonight in their features, twin features tonight. And that'll go for the 6 heat race lineups here tomorrow night for the Firecracker 100 presented by Big River Steel. And you'll have to ask him, Ben, I don't know, was there maybe some overheating issues? He shut it off when he crossed the start-finish line. So we'll find out here in a little bit. But
well, he did have a straightaway lead, too. But
well, he did do that, yes. If I had, I would have shut it off.
Listen, I remember a time Ben told a guy that he could coast to the finish line.
It turns out he could not. Well, he could. He just couldn't win the race by doing it.
How about backing up in Victory Lane? Have you
like
seen
it.
that one lately?
Hey, it's a new one. How about Greg Satterley, 19th to 11th? The de facto Todd Steele Buildings hard charger for Greg Satterley. The Truth bouncing back after a flat tire in his heat last night. But down here in Lucas Oil Victory Lane, his 4th VLAN feature win of the year with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. He's got Cornet power under the hood of the Longhorn race car this weekend here at Lernerville. The Nutrien Ag Solutions entry, his 69th career Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win. Corey Fosfed down here, along with Vinny Giuliani, Michael Bigsby, as we wait on Jonathan Davenport. 9th win of the year overall, 4th with the series. Of course, he's fresh off that dirt late model dream win, $129,000 at Eldora Speedway a few weeks ago, and he's going to chase his first firecracker as he gets set to climb out of the race car. Grab that Sunoco Race Fuels checkered flag. Feature number 2, waiting in the wings as the Lucas Oil backdrop has made it in. They got it fabricated. Guys, they had even started fabricating it about 2 minutes ago, and now they got it. Now they've hit JD's car with it, so I don't know how that's going to affect anything. But we'll wait on the Georgia driver to climb out of the race car. Race fans, how about it for Jonathan Davenport, the winner of Feature 1? $5,000 richer, his first ever prelim win here as the confetti flies. And we wait on him to climb down. We'll talk to him. We'll talk to our top 3. Jonathan Davenport down here, Big River Steel Victory Lane. The Dixie Chopper Firecracker 100 presented by Big River Steel. JD, you told me yesterday I've never even won a prelim here. Well, you can't say that anymore. Is this a start toward a $50,000 weekend?
Man, I sure hope so. This place ain't ever been very good to me, but it's special to my heart. a few weeks after my best friend died in 2013, me and his dad come out here and put his ashes around the top of this place. So ever since then, I don't know why this place has eluded me, but it's awesome that we got to win, and I never came off the top. So I was thinking about old Peanut the whole time. But just got to thanks to my crew on this one for sure, and everybody back at Longhorn Chassis. This is a brand new car. It wasn't much more than a frame start of the week. And my guys busted their tail, and everybody at Longhorn. And, man, this thing was really good right off the truck. Set fast time, won her heat, and led every lap. So thanks to them for sure. Bill Steen Shots was great. Got to say thank you to Lance Landers and Nutrient Ag Solutions for giving us the opportunity to be able to go out and do things like this. But thank Nutrient Ag Solutions, of course, Dynagrow Seed, Spartan Mowers, Spartan Mowers, yeah, thanks for last year. But anyway, ASC Warranty, thanks for all these fans showing up. Really appreciate it, battling through the weather. You know, it is what it is. Well, luckily, we're going to get the second one in, and from then, who knows?
3.5 second win. Looked like you might have shut it down coming across the line. Did you just know you had that big of a lead, or did you have any issues?
No, no, I didn't have any issues. I was getting some excitement from the 20 car there in the back. He was having some trouble. He was handling some. Battling some handling issues there. So anyway, no, we ain't got no issues there. Car ran flawless. I wanted to run around the bottom some, and I did a couple laps there in traffic, and I felt pretty good there, but just not very good through the middle. But I'll have to go back and watch the video. I'm sure probably nobody was that good through the middle. So anyway, like I said, just thanks to everybody again. Finally our first win here at Lernerville, and looking for one more on Saturday.
How about that, race fans? Jonathan Davenport, a first-time winner here at Lernerville Speedway. As we'll slide down, get a word with our second and third place finishers. Coming home second, the Joe Corrado Motorsports number 10. I'm walking through the sippy hole here, Norris. I'm trying to get to you. Race fans, how about it for Mike Norris, your second place finisher? Well, Mike, obviously a lot of laps around this place. It means a lot to you. Biggest weekend of the year here. You've been close before. Is this the year, though, you can get that Firecracker 100 victory?
I sure hope so. Got a pretty good piece under me. We were a little tight in that feature, really had to hang on to it, but kudos to the track crew. I mean, the track's actually pretty nice for as much rain as we got the last night there, but congrats to Jonathan on the win and Overton on second. I hope it's our year, but every time somebody asks me that, I just say, yeah, I hope so, but I guess I won't know till we start the feature and do the first lap and I see how I feel.
Race fans, how about it? Mike Norris, he comes home in position number 2. Your third place finisher out of Evans, Georgia, Brandon Overton. And we'll catch up with Brandon here. As Brandon, I tell you what, man, it's obviously past few weeks have been a nightmare for this team. Third place finisher, you've won this race 2 times before. How do you feel the balance on the race car is right now?
We got a little bit of work to do, but at least we're up here. You know, we've been pretty bad lately, but we've had a lot of bad luck too. It's just been hard to get caught up, but my guys, they haven't quit, and my car owners, you know, like I said, it just takes all of us to keep pushing through. But yeah, we're going to get it. We're fine. We got a good start to the night. We'll go back and redraw and get us another good qualifying effort and just tune on this thing a little bit as the race goes on.
Race fans, Brandon Overton finishes in position number 3. Dustin James, 1 feature down, feature 2 waiting in the wings.
Absolutely. Well, victory lane ceremonies are wrapping up. Photos are wrapping up. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you on the grounds, an opportunity to stretch your legs before feature 2. Those of you at home, we'll be right back with the conclusion of the Thursday program here at Lernerville.